you wanna be a master of Monster Hunter? Do you have the skills to be #1?
Welcome to my weapon master guides for the newest expansion to Monster Hunter World, Iceborne. These are advanced guides that go past the basics and straight into what really matters, the more nuance and technicalities of the weapons, as well as the new best combos to use to bring the most out of your weapon. Luckily for new players, the bare bones basics are already covered in-game via the training room, but rest assured, your playstyle will definitely level up after this video. Just remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more guides in the near future. To kick things off though, let's talk about the new Iceborne editions first. With the Iceborne expansion, Longsword is now even more combo heavy, allowing greater flow between its attacks, with the addition of the EI Quick Draw. However, not is all good for our fedora wearing users, as Longsword is one of the few weapons to actually get a nerf. Everyone's favorite Foresight Slash, a move that completely evades a monster's attack when timed right, now requires Spirit Meter to trigger. It may not seem like much, but you'd be surprised how much of an adjustment it is, especially if you fail a Foresight Slash, which consumes all your meter, and you go to try another, but you're all out of meter. So definitely something we all gotta get used to. Luckily, the new EI Quick Draw move aids in that somewhat. To perform it, you press R2 plus X after an attack, which sheathes your weapon and stays in a stance for 5 seconds, before acting as a normal sheath. But before that happens, you have the option to either press triangle or R2. The triangle follow-up does a short 2-part slash and gives you a meter boosting effect, similar to Helm, which lasts for roughly 15 seconds. This is the bread and butter move you'll mix in often with your attacks, especially after doing a Spirit Round Slash, as you can cancel the standard sheath animation after a round slash and go straight into EI instead, letting you flow much better between attacks, and the meter over time effect makes pulling off Foresight Slash much easier. So a really good move to incorporate pretty much after every big attack or Foresight Slash you do. However, pressing R2 instead of triangle does a bigger 2-hit slash combo called EI Spirit Slash. It also has iframe potential like Foresight Slash, where using the move just before an attack will ignore the attack, but the window is really narrow, a split second before getting hit, so it will take some practice against monsters' attacks to know the correct timing. The downside to this is if you don't pull off the timely counterattack, it'll eat a gauge bar similar to Helmbreaker, and it also does less damage than Helmbreaker too, so it's a risky move to use without practicing it extensively. However, should you pull it off and timely counterattack correctly, you can combo into some dank damage we'll talk about later. A thing to note is critical draw and punishing draw do affect the sheath attacks, so that could play some part in the builds you'll be making in the game for Longsword. The sheath animation is slow however, so you need to preemptively prepare it ahead of an attack if you intend to counterattack with it. Perhaps the Quick Sheath ability from armors and decorations will aid in that downside too. One last thing to note is while Quick Sheath, you do ignore smaller attacks from small monsters or body bumps. You don't ignore roars or tremors though, so keep that in mind. You can also change your direction with the sheath with the left analog stick at the same time you press R2 plus X, which is important for positioning to change your attack direction towards a particular monster part. Also, both variations of the sheath attacks are bounce proof, just like Spirit Blade slashes. The other addition from Iceborne, like all the other weapons, is the new Slinger and Claw mechanics. The claw attack is pretty simple. L2 plus circle lashes on, and triangle does your long sword special claw attack, which does build up meter. That same attack will drop Slinger ammo as well, which is useful for the new Slinger attacks that all weapons have. But specific to Longsword, you can use your Slinger mid-Spirit Blade combo to stun the monster with a Flash Pod or a Thorn Pod, then follow up with your Round Slash Ender to upgrade your gauge more safely. So definitely something to incorporate where you can. And that wraps up the new moves exclusive to Iceborne. From here, I'll quickly touch on some nuanced basics players should know, and then move on to the new best combos to use, factoring Iceborne additions. As you should know, Longsword Spirit Gauge has 3 levels above the basic, which is white, yellow, and red in that order. Each upgrading color increases the damage of your weapon, with red giving the most damage boost at 20%. Hence, you prioritize getting to red every downgrade you do after Helmbreaker or EI Spirit Slash. To upgrade the gauge, you need to use Spirit Blade Round Slash. Aside from the standard combo we'll talk about soon, Foresight Slash upgrades it too, but also pressing R2 after a sliding attack will also upgrade it as well, if you connect with the Round Slash attack. Take advantage of that for an easy upgrade. You can now also use a single shot after the first hit, then go into Round Slash, so a useful tip there if you need to delay the Round Slash a bit, or perhaps stun the monster before it moves away. Everyone's favorite move, Helmbreaker, is done via R2 plus triangle, and should only be done when you have red gauge level. But for new players, since it's not mentioned in-game, you can change the direction of the final blade hit, as well as your trajectory of the jump, by holding the left thumbstick in the direction you desire. Useful tip for hitting a certain part like the head or tail. I did mention the special sheath attacks can be used after every attack, but you cannot use them after a failed Helmbreaker. That is, the one where you miss the initial jab, you'll just do a roll trying to quick sheave, so keep that in mind. You can only quick sheave after the jump slash for Helmbreaker. Foresight Slash can counter roars, pretty simple, but it's an important tip worth noting. And lastly, I'll touch on Fade Slash. This move is great for positioning to more favorable spots and is pretty quick to boot. The standard command only goes backwards, but if you use it after an attack, you can Fade Slash any direction you point your analog stick towards when you do the move, which is triangle plus circle. And now it's time for the real reason you watch these guides,
The combo.
Like I said, the EI sheath attack, specifically the slash version, is gonna see some heavy use. Already, it upgrades our bread and butter Spirit Blade combo. So the new best combo to build bar, other than Foresight Slash of course, is the EI Slash combo. 2 triangles, then R2 plus X to sheath, triangle for the EI Slash, and then into Spirit Blade combo, which is 4 R2s, and boom! You got a combo that rivals the old quad triangle combo in damage, but now also gives you meter boost on top and allows you to reposition your attack mid-combo to adjust for the Spirit Blade combo. And you can even throw a single shot for an additional stoppage of the monster, so your Round Slash upgrade is guaranteed. This takes slightly longer than a standard triangle combo, but the benefits are much more better. The other alternative to these two is the old Fade Slash combo, like EI Slash combo, throwing in Fade Slash instead of the sheath, then going back to Spirit Blade combo. This one is the weakest of them all, but it is the fastest, and still lets you reposition better than the others. But yes, the EI Slash combo is the one to use when you have 0 meter, especially if you incorporate Crit Draw and Quick Sheath abilities into your build. And unlike the other two, the bounce-proof EI Slash means less chance of breaking the combo that the other two are prone to. And being in Sheath also gives you the option to go into Spirit Slash EI instead to muscle through an attack. From here, we move on to the second combo, which you'll do after the EI Slash combo or anytime you do a Round Slash. It's a continuation of the Round Slash to get to red bar real fast in situations where you can't Foresight Slash because the monster is being toppled over by your teammates or other factors. After the initial Round Slash, go back to Sheath, EI Slash, and then do Fade Slash, and basically go into Spirit Blade combo again. Your meter should have enough time to pull the whole thing off with small delays, and you repeat this till red, which you can go back into Sheath after the Round Slash that puts you in red, and either EI Spirit Slash them, or do the normal EI Slash into Helmbreaker. Like I said, EI Slash is so versatile and there's never a reason not to use it after a Round Slash, unless the monster was leaving the area to where you'd want to sheath your weapon to run after it, or similar situations like that. However, with the claw mechanic, you can just claw onto them if you're near them, and you'll hitch a ride and follow them that way. And the last combo is obviously Helmbreaker. Again, EI slash everywhere here in between. I did mention Helmbreaker being stronger than EI Spirit Slash, but this is for opportune moments. Anyone who's played Longsword knows you can miss Helmbreaker quite often. The Quick Sheath skill, however, gives you an option select. Should I use EI Spirit Slash, or perhaps should I use the normal one? What the Spirit EI Slash does do is leads you into Helmbreaker as a follow-up, which then leads into EI Slash again, and then into Spirit Blade combo, into Helmbreaker, and then you repeat this cycle as long as you can, while throwing in Foresight Slashes to dodge attacks. Monsters stunned? Helmbreaker. Monsters knocked out? Helmbreaker. Monsters just normally attacking? Perhaps hold off on Helmbreaker and just do Spirit Slashes for damage with EI Sheaves in between until that opportune moment arrives again. But those are the master combos to use for LS, aka the Weeb Master 9000. Overall, the EI Slash is just gonna ramp up aggression for players, and the Slinger stuff the same in speeding up building Red Bar. I still think most people will Foresight Slash over the new EI Spirit Slash as a counter, but the occasional perfect counter means you maintain Red Bar afterwards for Helmbreaker to deal its lots of damage, which in turn is a huge damage swing for the player, rather than Foresight Slash into Roundhouse into Helmbreaker. But that's pretty advanced for the average player to care about. But hopefully I highlighted Longsword's new strengths in Iceborne. It's a great weapon and now can be either played simply, or when mastered, advanced as hell. So it's really a perfect weapon for all players. Give it a try. But that is it for the guide. Thanks for watching. I'll try to get another guide or two out before the next beta wave ends on July 1st. Hammer will likely be the second guide, and then Charge Blade, Greatsword, or Switch Axe will be the third. You decide in chat. Let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments below. Also, what are your thoughts on the new moves added to Longsword? The rest of the guides will be in the end screen annotation for future reference, timestamps in the pinned comment below. Happy hunting! Before leaving, cut that like button in half and subscribe for more Monhun epicness.